All right, we're gonna do a song about Hamlet or Piglet or some such thing.
Does the little dot go small when it's on?
The red dot should be smaller. All right, technical difficulties. So this is the end of Tom Smith's song. And honey, I had it right the first time, then we messed up the video, darn it. Well, we'll cut it off here. And honey, I miss you. You left without a sound. Wait, what's that at the bottom? Oh, bother, Piglet drowned. I'm a tiny pig who decorates a cookie jar. In porcine splendor, munching on a candy bar. A bit of honey crumbling inside my mouth. Somehow I get the feeling this thing's headed south. There's no doubt. Pork sausage fried with a bacon side and a pigskin hide personified. Will the honey bee flavor me? Am I to be or not to be? My daddy was a plush toy drowning in a honey pot. He was filled with love and also 80-20 cotton polyester fibers when he was his closest friend, until his hunger brought him to a sorry end. He was kind of zen. Sometimes I get a thirst for that honey curse, like a sticky kleptomaniac. I can brighten any day if you'd like to play, and I hang with Chris and his dad, AA. Oh, Walter, put me in your cartoon. All those little kids who see me in the movies swoon. Trying to get to 100-Acre Wood, but this bus I'm on only goes as far as Bakersfield. My friends are carnivores, so why don't they eat me? I see Christopher downing a ham sandwich with his tea. I figure young Tigger gets bigger with every bite. And Winnie just wants a BLT on rye with a slice of pie. Like a lead balloon in the afternoon when they're chasing me with a knife and spoon. A Bessie Smith song with its sweet refrain. Give me a pig foot placed through my brain. They'd like to slice me, dice me, eat me sitting on a couch. They picture me with an apple stuck in my mouth. Well, I suppose life is no bed of roses. But even the cleanest pigs have tricky noses. So that's that. I'll get them back. I need my shark. Have y'all watched Sesame Street? Anybody? You remember when Big Bird does his song about the alphabet? And he does it all as one word. Well, I was looking at my computer keyboard one day. Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm. It's the most incredible word I've ever heard. You can sing along. Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm. I'm wondering to what I just referred. It starts out like a question. With Q it's plain to see, but when I look up at the screen, it seems like Jekyll hides from me. Oh, Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm. If meaning to this word can be assigned, I'll be a lemming, but no more will I be blind. It might be some kind of acrostic, or a variant of a chirango, a bright green-crested turaco, or a ripe and juicy mango, or maybe a 12-legged octopus, or 6 pairs of left-handed scissors, or Native American pottery. But no, I don't really think it could be any of those things. Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm, it's the most remarkable word I've ever heard. Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm, I'm wondering to what I just referred. It starts out like a question. With Q it's plain to see, but when I look up at the screen I see Jekyll hides from me. Oh, Qwertyuiopasdfghjklzxcvbnm, if meaning to this word can be assigned, I'll be a lemming, but no more will I be blinded. The script calls for a second person to walk up to me and say, but that's not a word, blind lemming, that's the... And then I slap him and he falls down. And it's the day after Thanksgiving, so you're ready for this, right? I want a hypothalamus for Christmas. Only a hypothalamus will do. Don't want a pons, don't want a cerebellum. I want a hypothalamus, so call my friends and tell them I want a hypothalamus for Christmas. I don't think Santa Claus will mind, do you? He won't have to use our dirty chimney flue. Attach it to my brainstem, that's the easy thing to do. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to know that tiny thing's inside of there. I want a hypothalamus for Christmas. Only a hypothalamus will do. No amygdalas, no hippocampuses. I only like hypothalamuses, and hypothalamuses like me too. Mom's a little cautious, she says I should be wary, but teacher says I need one for my pituitary. Da, 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 yeah. There's lots of room for it inside my diencephalon. It keeps circadian rhythm, to which I say right on. I can see me now on Christmas morning, creeping down the stairs. Oh, what joy and what surprise when I open up my eyes to know that tiny thing's inside of there. I want a hypothalamus for Christmas. Only a hypothalamus will do. No amygdalas, no hippocampuses. I only like hypothalamuses, and hypothalamuses like me too. Another Christmas song. Police got my dad. Police got my dad. They take it into the station house. This is actually based on a true story. My dad was driving one Christmas and the police caught him and he had an expired tag because his sticker had fallen off. And so I had to go with him to the court to explain that his sticker had fallen off, and I went to be his support, and they were nice to him and they let him off. But then I wrote this song. They're taking him to the station house and it's way downtown. Yeah, They're gonna give him a parking ticket. This is fictional. They're gonna give him a parking ticket. Oh yeah, they're gonna write him a parking ticket from the bottom of the pad. Everybody sing. They're gonna give him a parking ticket. Oh yeah, they're gonna give him a parking ticket. They're gonna give him a parking ticket from the bottom of the pad. Felix the cat. Felix the cat. He reaches into his bag of tricks when he needs a fix. He's some kind of heroin addict, man. Felix the cat. That cat. Felix the cat. He's one cool cat. He goes out and he turns some tricks when he needs a fix. He wanna wish you a Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, wanna wish you a Hare Krishna. Hare Rama, wanna wish you a Hare Krishna from the basement of his house. He wanna wish you a Hare Krishna. Wanna wish you a Hare Krishna. Wanna wish you a Hare Krishna from the basement of his house. Police got my dad. Felix the cat. Chords. Yeah, I'm skipping a couple of these because I want to keep it down. We got like half an hour, right? Okay. Yeah. Capo 5, play C position. Okay. That's too crooked. There we go. Okay, time for the Elvis impression. I'll be a blue lemming without you. You gave me no reason to doubt you. I misunderstood. We had a small tiff. Now you're perched on the edge of a steep old cliff. And when those brown lemmings start dropping, that's when this blue lemming goes shopping. Because when I get blue, I find somebody new. So I won't be a blue lemming. Babe, when you walked away, I found somebody else, and it's almost the same as when you were here yourself. I was a blue lemming, that's certain, but when that blue heartache starts hurting, there was no time to waste. You were quickly replaced. Now I won't be a blue lemming. John might actually know some of the people in this song. The rest of you, you'll have to read my footnotes sometime. This song has footnotes. Oh, I'm gonna get me a blues name from 1926. I'm gonna get me a blues name so I can get my kicks. Blind Lemon Jefferson played so sweet, affliction, fruit, president, yeah, neat. That's how I'll get me a blues name so I can play that black snake dream, baby, see that my grave's kept clean. Yeah, I'm gonna get me a blues name like Petey or Snooks or Pink. Mississippi John Hurt or Memphis Slim, what would Robert Johnson think? Buying Billy McTell is Pick a Missile Red, or you could call it Barrel House Sammy instead. I'm gonna go to the crossroads and get a new name from the devil himself, so my records will really sell. That's right, take those old records off the shelf. I wanna be like Bob Dylan and Martin Mull. I'm gonna get me a real blues name. Blind Boy Grunt and Blind Lemon Pledge made their real names seem lame. Blind Funk Earwax was Patrick Sky, and Blind Joe Death, why'd you have to go and die? I'm gonna get me a blues name like Yudi or Muddy or Charlie or Son. I'm wild about my fun and my loving. Got to have my fun. There was Blind John Davis and Blind Gary Davis and Blind Willie Johnson too. Blind Boy Fuller and Barbecue Bob, those names just sounded blue. Casey Bill Weldon and Booker White, Big Bill Brucey and Roosevelt Sykes. I'm gonna get me a blues name like Washboard Sam or Tampa Red, and I won't even have to be dead. Like those guys, I won't even have to be dead. Baby, when I get me a blues name, I'll need a woman who sings the blues. Victoria Spivey or Memphis Minnie, yeah, someone like that would do. We'll work up some tunes and get a few gigs, just like Whistling Bob Howard, Frankie Griggs. When I get me that blues name, I'll have someone to do my singing with. Hope she sounds like Bessie Smith, yeah, belts him out like Bessie Smith. Honey, when I get me that blues name, I want to be just like Blind Blake. It'll have to be a real blues name. I won't accept no fake. Monterey Jack Cheese, Luke King Chevron, Blind Lemming Chiffon, hey, you put me on. I'm gonna get me a blues name, the best blues name around. And play the hottest licks in town. Play them hot licks. Something completely different from everything. John Lennon once said about the song, I Am the Walrus, that it really should have been about the carpenter, and he got the wrong character, and he read up about all the politics behind it, but it wouldn't work that way, right? And I took that as a challenge. I'm the sun and you're the sea, you're shining on my billows smooth and bright, yeah. See how the moon thinks I shouldn't be shining at night. She's sulking, sitting by the seaside, chatting on about the sand. 7 maids with 7 mops swept it for half a year. They couldn't get it clear. The sand is everywhere. There are some oysters. Ooh, my friend the walrus. Ooh, I am, you guessed it, the carpenter. Without feet yet wearing shoes are pretty little oysters in a row. See how they chat and how they're also fat and out of breath. Hungry. The time has come to talk about so many things. Shoes and ships and sealing wax and cabbages and kings. The sea that's boiling hot and whether pigs have wings. There are some oysters, my friend the walrus. Ooh, I am, you guessed it, the carpenter. Sitting at an English seaside with a loaf of bread. We've got vinegar, some pepper, too, some butter, and a good sharp knife. There are some oysters, my friend the walrus. Ooh, I am, sing it with me, the carpenter, the carpenter. Friendly, boisterous little oysters, don't you think the walrus cries for you? There's tears on his napkin as he dines. See how he pines. We're eating. rattlesnake. They questioned me in Greek, but that's a different poem from Sylvie and Bruno. But there are no oysters, because we've eaten everyone. There were some oysters, my friend the walrus. I am, that's right, yeah, the carpenter. The carpenter. Eat one, everybody eat one. Well, I'm getting sort of close to my half hour. I've got about 2 more songs, right? Something like that. Okay. You're not keeping track, I'll just play all night. Well, I might go back and do something else that I skipped on the list, but this is my political number for the evening. And it shouldn't offend anybody on either side. It's just pretty much taking everybody to pieces. If I built a wall, I'd build it on the border. And if we all had ponies, they'd jump across the wall. And we could jump together, jump across the border on ponies that could jump across the wall. Some of you may not know who Furman Supreme is. He's this guy who campaigns for president, wears a boot on his head, and wants to give everyone a pony, and he's crazy. Okay. If my name were Vermin and my last name were Supreme, with that toothbrush and a big boot on my head, I would save the world from zombies. I'd give everyone a pony, then we'd all go nuts and build a giant wall. And the chorus repeats, and you can sing along if you remember it, and if you don't, that's okay too. And if I built a wall, I'd build it on the border. And if we all had ponies, they'd jump across the wall. And we could jump together, jump across the border on ponies that could jump across the wall. And it comes up 2 more times, so you might get it by the end. That Cheeto-headed man was smart. He got himself elected, 'cause Putin did the dirty work for free. But Putin, he was smarter, and one day said, "Das Vidanya, I'm taking this place over. Give all your keys to me." And if I built a wall, I'd build it on the border. And if we all had ponies, they'd jump across the wall. And we could jump together, jump across the border on ponies that could jump across a wall. And if my name was Hillary, I'd send emails to Cheeto, and WikiLeaks would see to their release. And he'd be in so much trouble, he would ride off on his pony, and a zombie Ronald Reagan would exclaim, "Tear down this wall." If I built a wall, I'd build it on the border. And if we all had ponies, they'd jump across the wall. And we could jump together, jump across the border on ponies that could jump across the wall. Get that one. Okay, this is one that I skipped that I could do. Might be one of the first songs that John ever heard me play. I wrote this for people who like get up and leave when I start to sing. There's a lot of those, you know. Especially when you play in bars, you know. I wrote it for them. You can walk right in, you can sit right down, or You in the corner, you can stand right up and walk right out. That's right, you heard me. You can walk right in, and you can sit right down, or you can stand right up and you can walk right out. If you've already been seated, you may feel cheated by the sound of you gotta walk right in, you gotta sit right down. Well, you ain't gotta walk right in or even sit right down when you can stand right up and walk right out. And then I studied logic as a young person, and some of that logic worked its way in here. You can't walk right in and sit right down if you've already done walked in and sat. But you can stand right up and you can walk right out, unless that happens to be where you are already at. It's a dilemma, I know. But I have found after I walk right in and I sit right down, I gotta stand right up and walk right out eventually, unless I want to stay just like I am. You can walk right in and you can sit right down if you're careful about where you do it. I won't sit on joy buzzers, whoopee cushions, beds of nails, or electric chairs or third rails, and that's about all there is to it. You got to be very, very careful what kind of people you call your friends. When they start to take control, that is where your freedom ends. Sometimes you walk right in and sit right down. Sometimes you stand right up and walk right out. Sometimes you walk right in and sit right down. But sometimes it's more complex. Sometimes you stand and then you sit so many separate individual times you forget which one it is you were supposed to do next. But no one would ever become thusly confused if this following patented formula were used. Small charge. If you're sitting, you stand, and if you're standing, you sit, unless you prefer to be frozen in one position. You can walk in and walk up and walk out and walk down, or stand in for what it is that you are standing for. You got to stand around if you can't sit down, but you can't walk right in. If there's a lock on the door, you got to walk on the ceiling. If you can't walk on the floor, you gotta sit right down when you can't stand it no more. But you can't walk out and sit down simultaneously, which is what this song is really all about. Which is why Bessie Smith said, nobody knows you when you're down and out. I mean, brother, when you're down and out. Well, is that about enough?
That's it. That one? Yeah. There you go. Now you can unplug.
Alrighty, now I can unplug. And I can be unplugged. I can set that off to the side somewhere.
Oh, okay.
Who's going next?
Kim, I guess.
Okay, then I can leave the camera if Kim wants to sit right here.
Well, my next friend coming up is Kim Ray, who I met probably about 10 or 15 years ago. He's put out a number of albums over time, and like Blind, I'm just a really big fan. Thank you guys for coming down. And thanks for all those pies.
You have 6 more miles before bedtime. 6 miles.
These other guys are better than I am. You should hang out.
Can you believe she just turned 90?
What? Yeah, she just turned 90.
She walks 15 miles a day and she has 6 more to do.
She said she's not going to do it in this weather.
Dude, she's something special, Rita. Anyway, I really consider Kim one of the better songwriters I know. And I think you'll enjoy him.
Wow, cheat sheet.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that little cheat sheet. I needed that the other night in Washington, I assure you. Good set, Brian.
Okay.